Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's have a quick look at BigbearAI stock. We are seeing this one on Friday falling by a further 1.74%. You're seeing most of that drop really coming in the morning, taking us down by 3% before ultimate recovery. Highs on that, again 3% up, ultimately finishing the day down by 1.74. Very interesting trend that we're now seeing coming in on this stock, again on the past 5 days, ultimately falling. The question is, where do we go from here? I'll be giving you all of my personal thoughts and opinions over the course of this video. If it sounds good, please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. But do remember, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. Again, with that being said, we might as well jump straight in and get on with the video. Now, most importantly to point out, the past months has been really rough for the stock. In the past 6, we're up big. Since April to the highs, we have seen gains over 200%. And even looking at this one since late June, we're seeing this one go to highs well in excess of 100% up. However, since those highs, things have literally just been straight down 38%. The past month specifically, simply just falling off of a cliff, right? There seems to just be no end in sight. Well, what actually does come next? Well, in my personal opinion, this week is going to be a very interesting one to watch out for. Most notably, after seeing this major gap down, we are now seeing this one slowly starting to lose momentum in its run down. Yeah, we are still moving down, and there's every possibility that this could continue. But in an ideal world, if I was to give my best bullish case scenario, this next week would simply be relatively flat. Maybe a little bit more down, but we'd want to see this trend again start to form and maybe find a bottom. With a stock like this, which is just essentially free falling for the last couple of weeks, it is that simple, right? In my opinion, it is literally as simple as trying to find a bottom on this stock. If we can find one, great, then we're in a position where we could be looking for a potential turnaround. But the question right now is, where could the bottom be? Well, there's a few levels that do stand out. Currently, we're not really very close to any recent levels of support, not really. However, the nearest one that is going to stand out to the downside is at 473, right? 473 holding up here, 473 also holding up here as well. We have historically seen a degree of strength at this level. There is every possibility that we could come down to those levels, maybe slowly, maybe a bit quick, but the question is that going to be able to hold, right? Hold on to 470, and we still have a little bit of strength here. However, if we're not able to do that, we could be looking at this one going much lower. Now, on the upside potential, it's going to be very basic. We just need to start moving up if that is possible at all. Levels to break above, very basically, is going to be at 640 or 540, I should say. Then past that, it's going to be on to 560, 570. Then, of course, past these levels. If I was to give my personal opinion on which side I think is more likely, honestly, I think that more downside is still inbound, at least for now. Again, if we start to see this trend forming, like I say, into the next couple of days, into the next week or so, then we're in a position where we could possibly see some strength still being here with this stock. If that is not able to form, if we just don't have that, then we're in a position where the opposite is true, and we're just looking to drop much further. Would I be buying at these levels? Well, I personally would not, right? You could make an argument for if it goes to 470, 472, 473, that could be a very high risk, potentially high reward entry point, but at the same time, that's not confirmed, right? That's not confirmed at all. We're going to need to see this one slowly start to bring itself back round in the next week or so. That is going to matter a lot. It's really that simple, guys. Again, only level that I think is going to matter this week is probably 470, 473, 475, right? Somewhere in that range. Hold on to that, and we're looking at a potential turnaround. If we're not able to do that, it shows a lot of weakness, in my opinion, with the stock, and I think there's every likelihood that from there, things are just going to go down further. That's just my thoughts on it, just my opinion. You may disagree, that's of course fine. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Thank you for your time. I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now.